In this video, we'll be taking a look at 3 MLB games happening on June 3, 2023, and providing you with free team picks and total picks for each one of those games. So 2 picks for each game, 6 picks in total. Welcome back to Cash Out Sports. Let's dive right into it. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe and to click the bell icon to get notified as soon as these videos get released so that you have more time to plan out your bets as we provide these videos on a daily basis. I can guarantee that you'll have all the important information that you'll need on these 3 MLB games after fully watching this video. One more thing before we start, if you would like to gain access to our best exclusive sports picks to take your journey to the next level, then check out our Patreon in the link down below where we offer our best single picks, parlay picks, and much more. Now let's get started. Colorado Rockies versus Kansas City Royals. As we get head into Saturday, there is another exciting slate of June baseball to look forward to. One of the most interesting matchups is between the Colorado Rockies and the Kansas City Royals. Colorado enters play on Friday at 24-34, while the Royals are 17-39. Colorado is 32-73 in their last 105 road games and 2-9 in their last 11 Saturday games, while the under is 17-6-1 in their last 24 interleague road games. Kansas City is 19-46 in their last 65 games overall and 8-21 in their last 29 home games, while the under is 5-0 in their last 5 Saturday games. Neither team inspires much confidence at the moment, but the Rockies have been awful on the road all season long at just 9-20. Having lost 4 straight games as well, things are not going in the right direction for Colorado to steal one on the road here. Austin Gomber has been about as bad as possible so far this season with an earned run average of 7 on the year, still bad for a pitcher with a career earned run average of 5. While it will be tough to count on Daniel Lynch to do too much in this one, he is building off a strong start his last time out, and with Kansas City having won 2 of their last 3, they should have just enough working in their favor to take this game. The Royals haven't won many games this season, but this will be one of them, so the Kansas City Royals money line is our full game side pick. The 2 pitchers on the mound in this game do not inspire confidence here, but both lineups are soft enough that it should not matter. With Daniel Lynch building off of a strong start, he should be able to limit the damage done by a mediocre Colorado lineup, though some runs should be expected. As bad as Austin Gomber has been, the Royals' offense has been similarly rough to start the year. While Gomber should allow enough runs for Kansas City to win this one, I don't see the Royals mustering enough offense to put on a show and reach the over here on Saturday night against the Rockies. I don't love the pitching matchup of Gomber versus Lynch, but Gomber has pitched better on the road this season and Lynch looked good in his debut. I just think this ends up being a matchup where the offense on both sides makes the pitching look a lot better than it is. Under the projected total is our full game total pick. Toronto Blue Jays versus New York Mets. The New York Mets will host the Toronto Blue Jays on Saturday at Citi Field in the middle game of a 3-game series as both teams look to stay in the thick of the playoff hunt. On Friday, it was the Blue Jays that were able to secure the 3-0 victory. The Blue Jays are 19-8 in their last 27 versus the National League East and 41-20 in their last 61 Saturday games. Toronto is 1-4 in their last 5 in Game 2 of a series. Meanwhile, the Mets are 0-4 in their last 4 Saturday games and 6-13 in their last 19 versus a team with a winning record. The under is 12-5 in New York's last 17 in Game 2 of a series. With both teams eyeing playoff spots, this should be a competitive series and an entertaining game on Saturday. The Blue Jays' offense has been more consistent from top to bottom this season, and they have plenty of thunder in the middle of the order to go toe-to-toe with Pete Alonso. The difference maker to me in this game is going to be Jose Berrios. He's had an up-and-down couple of years, but he's found his groove lately with 2 dominant road starts the last 2 times he's taken the mound. The Mets have actually been one of the worst teams in baseball against the run line at just 22-35. Tyler Megill has a tall task ahead of him, considering his WHIP is nearly 1.6 and he's going up against one of the best hitting teams in baseball. The Blue Jays know how to get on base, and they have the guys in the middle of the order to drive them against a pitcher like Megill. Berrios has looked good over his last 2 starts. He's got 12.2 innings combined in that pair with just 1 earned on 9 hits and 7 walks for a 2-0 record. As for Megill, he's given up 8 earned over his last 7.2 innings. On Friday, the Blue Jays benefited from some nice pitching efforts, and the offense was there when it needed to be. I'd like to see a couple more runs from Toronto in this one, but I believe that they'll be fine overall. So the Toronto Blue Jays money line is our full game side pick. The Blue Jays are averaging 4.72 runs per game and 5.09 runs per game on the road. They averaged 4.67 runs per game in their last 3 games against the Mets. With New York giving up 4.29 runs per game at home, the Blue Jays will be held under their average in this game. The Mets are averaging 4.44 runs per game and 4.29 runs per game at home. They averaged 3.67 runs per game in their last 3 games against the Blue Jays. Even though Toronto is giving up 4.91 runs per game on the road, they gave up 2.25 runs per game in the last 4 road games started by Berrios, so don't expect the Mets to score enough runs to push the score past the total. The Blue Jays and Mets played under the total in 3 of their last 5 meetings. Under the projected total is our full game total pick. Milwaukee Brewers versus Cincinnati Reds. The Cincinnati Reds will host the Milwaukee Brewers on Saturday in the second game of a 4-game series. Last season, Milwaukee took 13 of the 19 head-to-head matchups. Milwaukee also beat the Reds 5-4 in extra innings Friday. The Blue Jays took on the Brewers this week, winning 2 of 3 games for a series victory. On Friday versus the Mets, Toronto scored once in the first and twice in the ninth during a 3-0 win. Chris Bassett lasted 7.2 innings in the start with 3 hits, no walks, and 8 Ks. For the starter job Saturday, it'll be the Jays' Jose Berrios. In his 11 starts so far, Berrios is 5-4 with a 3.86 earned run average and 62 Kelvins in 65.1 innings. Berrios is 77-58 with a 4.21 earned run average in 191 career games. Over on the Mets side, they were able to bag a 3-game sweep from the Phillies this week. On Friday, New York was out hit 8-4 in the defeat. Starter Justin Verlander lasted 6 innings with 1 earned on 5 hits and 3 walks alongside 8 strikeouts. Tyler Megill will make the Saturday start for the Mets. Across his 11 starts this year, Megill is 5-3 with a 4.67 earned run average and 43 Kelvins in 54 innings. Megill is 13-11 with a 4.71 earned run average in 44 career games. The Brewers are 5-11 in their last 16 road games and 2-5 in their last 7 overall. The Reds are 4-1 in their last 5 Saturday games and 5-2 in their last 7 overall. The under is 3-0-1 in Brewers' last 4 overall. The over is 8-3 in Reds' last 11 overall. The Brewers are 19-7 in the last 26 meetings in Cincinnati and 19-7 in the last 26 meetings. The Reds will go with Graham Ashcraft in the second game of this series. He got the win over the Cubs on Sunday, allowing 3 runs on 5 hits and 3 walks while striking out 6 over 5 innings. The third-place Reds, who trail the first-place Brewers by 3 games and the Pittsburgh Pirates by 2.5 games in the National League Central, have been playing some of their best baseball of the season. They enter play Friday night winners of 7 of 10 and get a Brewers team that is struggling in a big way from the plate. I like Ashcraft to follow up his strong game against the Cubs with another quality 5 to 6 inning performance here. Milwaukee is even worse on the road, averaging 3.7 runs per game compared to just over 4 per game at home. The Reds' offense has been on fire, scoring at least 5 runs in 8 of their last 11 games, and I expect them to stay hot in this game against Colin Rea, who has not only struggled this season but does not have a successful track record at the MLB record to stand on. The Brewer offense has been struggling, but they have a shot at breaking through here. The Reds' projected starter Graham Ashcraft posted a 6.75 earned run average in 3 starts against Milwaukee last season and has also struggled tremendously with an 11.28 earned run average over his last 5 starts this season. Along with the 2 struggling starters, we also have 2 bad bullpens involved in this game. The Brewers' bullpen has been up and down over the last 10 games, and the Reds' pen has put up with a 6.06 earned run average over that same stretch. Both of the starting pitchers are going to struggle here, and the over is going to cash with ease. Over the projected total is our full game total pick. That's all for now, so if you have any other games you would like reviewed, then leave a comment down below with the game you would like analyzed. Subscribe to our channel, leave a like on this video, and we'll get to it as soon as we possibly can. We would also love to hear your opinion on the picks presented to you in this video, whether you agree or disagree with them, so leave a comment down below and do let us know.